Massive cleanups are currently underway on properties impacted by the Borel Fire. In Havilah, I'm Corey O'Leary, your neighborhood reporter. And for residents who plan to rebuild, this process brings them one step closer to normalcy. In the months since the Borel Fire, Havilah has been a flurry of industrial activity.
I think everybody living here is ecstatic of the fact that the whole thing is being cleaned up. Havilah itself will be able to move forward and rebuild and move on and go through life as it were.
Mark Carruthers and his family have lived in Havilah for roughly 18 years in a historic house.
Oldest permit is 1932. We've always kind of thought it was actually older than that.
The house burnt down in the Borel Fire, and for months, all that remained was the stone facade. But on Monday, December 9th, that facade was turned into rubble.
So it is bittersweet just watching the old house and everything with it hauled out in a pile of rubble. But at the same time, it's a necessity for us to move forward. Overall, it's a happy day. It's a good day.
Carruthers is getting his property cleaned by Cal OES Phase 2 debris removal program. Phase 1 started in August and was the removal of hazardous debris from the properties.
So debris removal really is the first step on the road to recovery once the property owner has lost their house.
Baylor Kartika, Emergency Services Coordinator for the California Office of Emergency Services, tells me that within the Phase 2 process, there are 6 segments. The first one, a consultant maps the property. The second is asbestos removal, and then?
Third phase is the actual physical debris removal, which you see here. It's segregated into 4 waste streams. It's soil, concrete, debris and ash, and metals.
The debris removal itself typically takes 2 to 3 days. Next, soil sampling.
There's heavy metals that can leach into the ground, so we'll do a 6-inch scrape after the foundation or the footings will be removed.
Property won't be clear until soil tests show it's safe to rebuild upon. Segment 5 is erosion control, and the final step is the removal of dangerous trees. Kartika told me that a rough estimate of when the cleanup will be done on Borel Fire properties is March of next year, but for Carruthers, that date's much sooner. And though it's the end of a long history for that house, it's also the start of a new history.
We are in the process right now of putting together drawings for a new home. And it's going to be like a story and a half, farmhouse type.
And he saved some stone from the original house.
We're going to take that pile of rock that we have and we are going to incorporate it somewhere out here.
Just 2 days after the physical debris removal process began, Carruthers' property now looks like this. And though he said he's sad to lose the historic house, after raising a family of 6 in a nearly 100-year home, there's some benefits to drafting up plans for a new one.
So the new house is bigger than this one. So that kind of sums it up right there.
Corey O'Leary, 23 ABC News.